What if I told you that the reason you're not her priority has nothing to do with her, but everything to do with how you're living your life right now? You keep trying to impress her, trying to fit into her life, and guess what? It's not working. You're being ghosted, ignored, treated like an option. But here's the truth. You don't need to chase her approval. You need to chase your own. Welcome to the harsh reality. If you keep behaving like you're expendable, you're going to be treated like one. Now, what if I could show you how to flip the script completely? Not by playing games, not by being fake, but by using a mindset so powerful it's been around for over 2,000 years. The mindset that will make her see you as the prize. This is Stoicism, the art of mastering your emotions, becoming untouchable, and making yourself the priority. Because once you become the man you were meant to be, she will fight to stay in your life. Today, I'm going to share with you something that could change everything you thought you knew about relationships. How to make sure you're always the priority, never an option. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This video is for men who are tired of being treated like a backup plan. I'm not talking about tricks or manipulative games. We're going deep into the psychology and philosophy that will help you become the man every woman wants. And here's the kicker. You're going to do it without chasing, without begging, and without changing who you are for her. You've been lied to your whole life. They've told you to be nice, be available, be sweet, be everything for her. How's that working out for you? You're ghosted, you're ignored, and you feel like an afterthought. It's time to stop being her fallback and start being her priority. And I'm not saying you need to treat her badly. No, that's weak. What I'm saying is you need to treat yourself better. Women don't want the guy who's always available. They want the guy who's living his life on his own terms. You want to know why? Because they're hardwired to respect men who are in control of themselves. And that's what we're going to master today. Let's dive into how to stop being an option and start being the man she can't afford to lose. Number 1. Why you're always the backup. Here's the first thing you need to understand. The reason you're not a priority is because you act like you're not a priority. Period. She knows you're going to be there no matter what. She knows that if she cancels plans, reschedules, or just straight up disappears for a few days, you'll still be waiting. You're showing her that you're her safety net, the backup plan. Think about it. If you were truly valuable, would you tolerate that kind of treatment? No. Men who understand their worth don't wait around for someone who treats them like an option. And the problem isn't her, it's you. You're giving her all the power. You're constantly available, you're too eager, and you're showing her that she can take you or leave you. Let me put it another way. You're her plan B. She's got her eyes on someone else, someone she sees as high value, someone who's probably not even giving her the time of day. But when that guy doesn't come through, she knows she can fall back on you. You're always there, waiting for the scraps. And here's the most brutal part. You let her. You allow yourself to be treated like an afterthought. Why? Because you're afraid of losing her. But the truth is, you've already lost the game the moment you let her disrespect your time. Women don't respect men who are too available. Respect comes from scarcity. When something's rare, it's valuable. You're always texting back in seconds, always the first to call, always saying yes to whatever she wants. How is she supposed to respect you when you don't even respect your own time? Stop being a doormat. If she's not making you a priority, you need to show her that you have a life beyond her. The second you do that, you're no longer an option. You're a man she wants to chase. But here's where it gets even deeper. This goes beyond her. If you're always playing the backup role in your relationships, chances are you're playing that same role in other parts of your life. Whether it's work, friendships, or family, you're putting other people's needs above your own. You've been conditioned to believe that being nice, being available, and being accommodating will get you what you want. But it's not working, is it? In the world of relationships, nice guys finish last. It's not because being kind is wrong, it's because being too available, too nice, too accommodating shows weakness. It shows that you don't value yourself. And if you don't value yourself, how can you expect her to value you? Number 2, the power of emotional detachment. Now, let's talk about the most powerful weapon you can use in any relationship, emotional detachment. And before you say, "Wait, I thought we were supposed to be emotionally available," let me explain. Being emotionally available doesn't mean being a pushover. Emotional detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're not controlled by her reactions or behavior. Here's the harsh reality. The moment she knows she can control your emotions, she owns you. If she can make you anxious, jealous, or desperate just by ignoring your texts or canceling plans, she's in control. You're done. But when you become emotionally detached, when you no longer react to her little tests and games, you take back the power. Let's say you're texting a girl and she suddenly goes cold. No more cute messages, no more emojis, just one-word replies. Most guys would panic. They'd start over-analyzing every word, replaying the last conversation in their heads, wondering what they did wrong. But not you. Why? Because you understand that her behavior has nothing to do with you and everything to do with her. Emotional detachment means you stay calm and confident no matter what happens. She doesn't reply to your text? Cool, you're busy anyway. She cancels last minute? No problem, you've got other plans. You're not fazed because your happiness doesn't depend on her. This is how you become irresistible to women, by being a man whose emotions aren't swayed by her every action. Women crave stability, and emotional detachment makes you a rock in the chaotic world of dating. And here's the kicker. Emotional detachment isn't just about handling her, it's about handling yourself. When you stop chasing validation from women, you free up your mind to focus on more important things, your goals, your passions, your purpose. Women are naturally drawn to men who are on a mission. A man with a purpose is a man who can't be controlled, and that makes you dangerous, in the best way possible. Number 3, setting Stoic boundaries that demand respect. Here's the thing about boundaries. If you don't set them, she will. And guess what? Her boundaries won't work in your favor. Most guys think setting boundaries means being controlling or rude. Wrong. Setting boundaries is about self-respect. It's about communicating to her that you value yourself and your time enough to say no when something doesn't work for you. Picture this. She keeps texting you at 11 p.m. to hang out last minute. What do? If you drop everything and run over to her place, you've just shown her that you're willing to bend to her every whim. If you respond with, "Sorry, I'm busy tonight, but let's plan something for tomorrow," you've just set a boundary that says, "My time is valuable, and I'm not here for your last-minute booty calls." And this is key. Setting boundaries doesn't just protect you, it forces her to respect you. Women will test your boundaries to see what they can get away with. If you let her walk all over you, she'll lose respect for you. And once respect is gone, attraction follows. But boundaries aren't just about saying no to last-minute plans. They're about everything in your life. You need to set boundaries around your time, your energy, and your emotional investment. You need to be clear about what you will and won't tolerate in a relationship. If you're dating a woman who's still exploring her options, dating other guys while stringing you along, you need to set a boundary. You tell her, "I'm not interested in being one of many. Either we're exclusive or I'm out." That's a boundary. And if she doesn't respect it, you walk away. No drama, no arguments, just a clear understanding that you won't settle for less than you deserve. Number 4, Why actions speak louder. In today's dating world, most men are talking way too much and doing way too little. You spend hours texting, explaining yourself, reassuring her that you're the good guy. You're stuck in the endless cycle of trying to convince her of your worth. But here's a harsh truth. Women don't care about what you say, they care about what you do. You think you're making progress by telling her how serious you are about the relationship or how much you care. But to her, it's just noise. Women have been hearing the same lines from men their entire lives. I'm different. I'm serious about you. I'm not like those other guys. She's heard it all before. And do you know what she's thinking while you're pouring your heart out? Let's see if he can prove it. Here's what you need to understand. Talking doesn't impress her. Actions do. You could write her a novel about your feelings, and it wouldn't matter as much as showing her through consistent, decisive action. When your actions speak louder than your words, you're telling her that you're a man of integrity, a man who doesn't need to explain himself, a man who gets things done without having to broadcast it. Think about the men women are naturally drawn to. Are they the guys who are texting non-stop, showering her with compliments and trying to convince her of their worth? No, they're the guys who do what they say, without feeling the need to explain themselves. They're the guys who remain calm and composed, who don't seek her validation because they're already validated by their own actions and successes. That's what you need to become. A man of action. Number 5. Master the art of mystery. Women don't want a man who's an open book. If she knows exactly what you're thinking and what you're going to do, she's going to lose interest. Fast. That's why the art of mystery is so powerful, and frankly, most men today have lost it. We live in an age where everyone's glued to their phone, constantly sharing every little thought and feeling. If she can predict your every move, she's going to categorize you as just another guy. And trust me, the moment she can put you in that box, you've lost her interest. I'm not saying you should play games or lie to her, but what I am saying is this: stop being so predictable. Predictability is the kiss of death in relationships, especially in the early stages. You've got guys out here texting her good morning, good night, and updating her every hour about what they're doing, every single day. Newsflash, this isn't romantic. It's boring. It's suffocating. When you constantly shower her with attention, you're not giving her the chance to miss you, to wonder what you're doing, or to even think about you. You're killing her curiosity, which is the fuel of attraction. Imagine she texts you, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" Now, most guys would jump at the chance to tell her every little detail of their evening, hoping she'll join in. But here's the thing: don't tell her everything. Leave some mystery. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm just watching TV and hanging out, wanna come over?" say something like, "Got a few things going on, might be out later, how about you?" Now, what have you done? You've flipped the script. Instead of being an open book, you've created intrigue. She doesn't know exactly what you're doing, and that uncertainty will make her think about you more. You've planted a seed of curiosity. And that's the key. You want to be the man she's constantly thinking about, the man she's trying to figure out. If she knows where you are, what you're doing, and how you feel every second of the day, you become predictable. And predictable guys are forgettable. Remember this: attraction is built in the unknown. She's not fantasizing about the guy who texts her every 5 minutes. She's fantasizing about the guy who's hard to pin down, the guy who's living his life and isn't always available for her beck and call. Number 6. Reclaiming your time. One of the biggest mistakes men make in relationships is constantly rearranging their lives to fit hers. Let me tell you this: a man who doesn't value his own time will never be valued by a woman. Period. If you're always available, always waiting for her to call, always dropping your plans to accommodate hers, she's going to start taking you for granted. And once that happens, you're finished. In today's dating scene, women are used to men bending over backward to please them. They've got guys lining up, willing to sacrifice everything just for a chance at her attention. But here's the truth. Women don't respect men who are too available. They respect men who are on their grind, men who have a purpose, men who aren't afraid to say, "No, I can't make it. I have other plans." You need to show her that your time is just as valuable as hers, if not more. If you're constantly making yourself available, you're telling her that her time is more important than yours. But the moment you put your own life first, something incredible happens. She starts chasing your time. She starts respecting you. She starts realizing that she can't just snap her fingers and expect you to drop everything for her. When you reclaim your time, you reclaim your power. Don't be afraid to make her work for your attention. Make her earn it. Because the truth is, a man who values his own time is a man that women fight to be around. Number 7. The reciprocity rule. This is where most men go wrong. You're giving her everything, your time, your attention, your energy. And what are you getting in return? A couple of half-hearted texts. Maybe she's still dating other guys. If you're not getting back what you're putting in, you're being played. And here's the thing, it's your fault. You're teaching her that it's okay to give you the bare minimum. You're teaching her that you'll settle for scraps. And guess what? She'll keep feeding you those scraps as long as you accept them. Here's a harsh truth that most men don't want to hear. Women are masters of effort management. They know exactly how much they need to give to keep you around, without giving too much. You think she's too busy to text back, too busy to make plans. Wrong. She's giving her time and attention to someone else, someone she views as a priority. And the reason you're getting half the effort is because you've taught her that you're okay with that. You've shown her that you're willing to accept whatever crumbs she throws your way, and she's happy to oblige. It's time to stop being so accommodating. If she's not putting in the effort, you pull back. It's that simple. Most guys think they need to keep trying harder, keep giving more, keep chasing. But that's exactly the opposite of what you should be doing. If she's not reciprocating, it's time to let her feel your absence. Women respect men who demand reciprocity, men who aren't afraid to walk away if they're not getting the same energy in return. This is where you take back your power. Say you've been dating a woman for a few weeks. At first, she's enthusiastic, texting you, making plans, showing interest. But as time goes on, her effort starts to fade. Suddenly, you're the one always reaching out, always suggesting dates, always initiating. And what do you get in return? A couple of lukewarm responses, maybe an excuse or two about how busy she is. Most guys at this point would start trying even harder. They'd start texting more, trying to see her more, doing whatever they can to reignite that initial interest. But here's what you should actually do. Pull back. Stop texting her. Stop making plans. Let her feel your absence. If she's interested, she'll notice the shift and start making an effort. If she's not, she'll disappear. And that's exactly what you want. Because a woman who doesn't reciprocate your energy is a woman who will never prioritize you. And let's be honest, why would you want to invest in someone who sees you as a convenience? Number 8. Turning rejection into power. Most guys crumble at the first sign of rejection. She doesn't text back, she cancels a date, she ghosts you, and suddenly you're questioning your entire existence. Stop. Right there. Rejection isn't about you, it's about her. And if she's rejecting you, it's a blessing in disguise. You might be thinking, but I really liked her. Doesn't matter. She was never really yours to begin with. If she had to reject you, it's because she didn't see your value in the first place, and that's her problem, not yours. Why? Because rejection is your greatest teacher. It's not a setback, It's an opportunity to level up. When a woman rejects you, she's doing you a favor. She's showing you exactly where you need to grow, where your weaknesses lie, and where your power truly begins. She's giving you the chance to reevaluate, grow, and move on to someone who actually values you. And here's the kicker. Rejection doesn't define you. It refines you. It forces you to become the best version of yourself. Here's the truth no one wants to tell you. Rejection is part of the game. You're not going to win them all, and that's okay. The reality is that most women will reject you not because something is wrong with you, but because they have their own hidden agendas. They're chasing the highest value man they can find at the moment, and if you don't seem to fit that profile right now, they'll move on without a second thought. And guess what? You shouldn't care. It's her loss, not yours. You need to stop seeing rejection as an attack on your worth and start seeing it as a mirror. What is this rejection showing you about yourself? Were you too available? Did you lack boundaries? Were you chasing her too hard? Whatever the reason, rejection exposes your blind spots, but instead of letting it break you, you need to use it to build you. This is where the Stoic mindset comes into play. You don't react emotionally to rejection. You don't spiral into self-pity. Instead, you analyze the situation coldly, logically, and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Rejection is freedom. It frees you from wasting any more time and energy on someone who doesn't see your worth. Every time a woman ghosts you, cancels on you, or tells you she's not ready for a relationship right now, you should be thanking her. Yes, you heard me, thank her. She's just cleared your path for someone better, someone who will actually value what you bring to the table. Next time you're ghosted or turned down, don't fall into despair. Instead, use that rejection as fuel to become an even better version of yourself. Because the truth is, the woman who rejects you today will be chasing you tomorrow if you rise above and keep improving. The greatest revenge on rejection is success. Success in every aspect of your life. When she sees you thriving, leveling up, and surrounded by other high-value women, she'll regret ever letting you go. Number 9, become her emotional anchor. Women are emotional creatures, constantly navigating through highs and lows, drama and chaotic feelings. If you want to be irreplaceable in her life, you need to stop playing into that chaos and become the calm she craves. Most men make the mistake of reacting to a woman's emotional volatility. They try to fix her problems, match her energy, or worse, get emotional themselves. That's exactly what not to do. You're not supposed to ride her emotional roller coaster. You're supposed to anchor it. Here's the harsh truth. Women will always seek the man who remains calm in the storm. Why? Because women need stability in a world where their emotions are often in flux. When you don't react to her mood swings, when you don't allow her drama to pull you into the chaos, you become the man she can rely on. Think about it. Every other guy is blowing up her phone, overreacting, getting needy, or worse, becoming insecure when she gets emotional. But not you. You're grounded, unshaken, and unaffected. That's your power. When she's spiraling, you remain composed. You're the guy who doesn't flinch, who isn't fazed by her emotional waves. And trust me, that is what makes you stand out. Once she realizes she can turn to you for stability, you become irreplaceable. Every storm she faces will lead her back to you, and that's how you become the anchor in her life, not just another guy who's lost in the waves. Number 10. The scarcity principle. Here's the cold truth. The more available you are, the less she values you. It's a harsh reality, but one you need to accept if you want to truly become her priority. Think about it. If she knows you're always going to be there no matter what, why would she feel any urgency to make you a priority? Why would she fight for your attention when you're always giving it away for free? Women are hardwired to be attracted to men who have things going on in their lives, men who aren't just sitting around waiting for her to call. If you're always there, answering her texts within seconds, dropping everything just to see her, you're showing her that your time isn't valuable. And if your time isn't valuable to you, why should it be valuable to her? You need to create scarcity in your availability. Stop being at her beck and call. Stop making yourself so easy to reach, so easy to predict. When you're constantly available, you're not just killing attraction. You're telling her that you don't have anything more important going on in your life. And that's the last thing a high-value woman wants in a man. Think about the guys who have the most success with women. They're busy, they have purpose, goals, ambition, and women have to fit into their lives, not the other way around. When you're less available, she has to work harder for your attention. She starts to wonder what you're up to, why you're not always around, and that's when she starts prioritizing you. It's about shifting the dynamic so she's investing more in you. Scarcity creates demand, and that demand makes you irreplaceable. The bottom line is this: if you want to be her priority, you need to stop acting like an option. You need to stop giving away your time, your energy, and your attention to women who don't value you. You need to start respecting yourself, setting boundaries, and living your life on your own terms. When you adopt the Stoic mindset, when you stop reacting to her games, when you start valuing your own time, and when you demand reciprocity, you become the man she can't afford to lose. You become the man she prioritizes. And remember, this isn't about playing games or manipulating her emotions. This is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about mastering your emotions, controlling your time, and living a life that's so fulfilling. She's dying to be a part of it. If you found value in this video, hit that subscribe button and join our channel memberships if you can. Your support helps us continue to create high-quality content and make it accessible to as many men as possible. Let's spread this message to more men who need to hear it. Subscribe, like, and share to keep this conversation going and help more men become the priority they deserve to be.